We solved a few beautiful problems, and now I would like to discuss equations of motion. What are those equations? First one is V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. And all those formulas we derived in two methods. One is general method. Second one is we derived the equations of motion by using velocity time graph. Now the same equations of motion I would like to derive by using one mathematical phenomena called as calculus. So here, actually in mathematics we have main parts are trigonometry, algebra, coordinate geometry, and calculus is the one of the main part. Generally the calculus will be used in physics mainly. Now there the calculus has divided into two parts. One is differential calculus and one more is an integral calculus. Differential calculus and integral calculus, two parts. I am not going much into it. I am not going to define what is calculus, what is integral calculus, what is differential calculus. I am not going to define because that is the headache of mathematics. So here I would like to introduce those concepts when we are going to use those differential calculus or integral calculus in our physics. That's all. When we are going to use differential calculus or integral calculus in physics. That's it. Now here, as we know, you go with any graph. For example, you go with an velocity time graph. In velocity time graph, so this is the curve, nature of a curve. What it represents? Velocity time graph. What it represents? Here it represents a body is moving with uniform acceleration. A body is moving with uniform acceleration. Okay. Now I want to find out its acceleration. How will find the acceleration? By finding the slope. By finding the slope, we are going to get the acceleration. So slope is equal to tan theta, and already we discussed wherever you want to find the slope, there we have to imagine one right angled triangle. These are all we discussed. We have to imagine one right angled triangle. So the slope will always give the tan theta. So tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Like that, we can find the slope. These are all you know. If the graph is not a straight line, the nature of a curve is not a straight line. For example, the graph is like this. Now I would like to find the slope. So how to find the slope? Again, for example, here I would like to find the slope. I am taking this is the point P. Here I would like to find the slope. So immediately I need to construct a right angle triangle. There is no doubt on that, because the tan theta is the trigonometric function which it will give the slope. Whenever you want to make use of either sin theta or cos theta, tan theta, we badly need one right angled triangle. So definitely here is also I should construct one right angled triangle. Very good, no problem. So to construct a right angled triangle, I will take the chord. So PQ is the chord, CORD chord, you know what is chord. And here I will construct one right angle triangle. Okay. Then here this tan theta will give the slope. This tan theta will give the slope. Okay. Like that we can find the slope here. Though the curve is not a straight line. If the curve is very small curve, if the curve is like this, ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, if the curve is like this, small curve, ಇದೆ small curve. Now I would like to find the slope there. I would like to find the slope there. How to find the slope of this small minute curve? How to find the slope? So if you want to use tan theta function, we need a right angle triangle. Here I cannot construct a right angled triangle. I cannot construct a right angle triangle. So there we'll take the help of differential calculus. Differential calculus. Differentiation. Differentiation andre, in mathematics you may have big definitions. That function, 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 big definitions. But as for physics is concerned, simply in layman's language, I can say that differentiation will be used to find the slope of a curve. Ashte. Differentiation will be used to find the slope of the curve. For example, this is one curve what I am taking. Now here I would like to find the slope. So this is y. Okay. Definitely what I am saying, I need to construct one right angled triangle with the help of one chord. So this is one chord now. Now here I am constructing right angled triangle. Okay. Now the curve is like this, you can say. Here I would like to find the slope. Okay. Then this is x up to here, x. And this is a small change in the x value, small change in the x value. So the total position is now x plus dx. Okay. Now this is dy. dy andre small change in the y value, small change. Actually y is here, up to here y ra. Now this value is y plus dy, or delta also you can call. Generally we say small changes will represent with delta. Delta x, delta y, like that. Now if I want to find the slope, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is dy, adjacent side is dx. dy is the small change in the y value, dx is the small change in the x value. That implies that by seeing this graph we can say that as the x value changes, y value will also changes. As the x value changes, y value will also changes, because y is the function of x. Y is the function of x is nothing but, for example, you take y is equal to 3x. So y is equal to 3x is nothing but here x is a variable, y is also variable, because as the x value changes, the y value will also changes. As the x value changes, the y value will also changes. So here x is a variable, y is also variable. X is a variable, y is also variable. But x is independent variable. X is an independent variable. Independent variable is nothing but the value of x does not depend on y. X is an independent variable, whereas y is the dependent variable. Why y is the dependent variable? Because the y value depends on the function of x. If you take x value as 1, y is equal to 3. If you take x value as 2, y is equal to 6. If you take x value as 3, y is equal to 9. So, y value depends on the x value. That's why y we call it as an dependent variable, x we call it as an independent variable. So, this is an independent variable, this is an dependent variable. Now here, now if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3 ra. If x is equal to 2, y is equal to 6. If x is equal to 3, y is equal to 9. So by taking these values 1 comma 3, 2 comma 6, 3 comma 9, if you take those values, then if you plot a graph, for example, we got this graph. Okay, so we got this graph. That's why to find out the slope, what I am doing, difference in y value with respect to difference in x value. Difference in y value with respect to difference in x value. That is nothing but how much value of y will change as the x value changes. As the x value changes by small amount called dx, now the y value changes by small amount called as a dy. Now this we can call it as differentiate. Differentiate is nothing but the process, differential calculus. Differentiate y with respect to x. Differentiate y with respect to x. So here, this, with your permission, I will write d by dx of y. D by dx of y. Andre enappa yoga? Y value is the function of x. How much y value is changing as the x value changes. Okay, because that ratio itself will give the slope. Okay, so that is called as a differential calculus. And in layman's language, simply on surface I am telling. Because in mathematics you have a big chapter called differential calculus and integral calculus. But most probably that integration and all second year. So before in first year itself, we need to use of these functions, these phenomena called, not function, phenomena. That's why just I'm introducing. So the differentiation will be used whenever you want to find the slope. Okay. That you ಕೇಳಬಹುದು slope differentiation ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು sir, why can't tan theta directly anta? Definitely. But whenever you feel difficult to make use of tan theta, whenever you feel difficult to make use of tan theta, then you go with this differentiation. Okay, that too, for example, if a body is moving with a non-uniform velocity, or if a body is moving with a non-uniform acceleration. For example, if a body is moving with a non-uniform velocity, andre, if I plot with a displacement time graph, if it is like this, if it is like this. So here there are small curvatures are there. So definitely this graph says that a body is moving with a non-uniform velocity. So ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ slope ಬೇಕು because the slope at this point will give the velocity at that point. ಇಲ್ಲಿ slope ಬೇಕು. Here I want to find the slope because the slope at this point will give the velocity at that point. So like that, it is a continuous wave. There, every time plotting the right angle triangle, every time make use of tan theta function is a bit difficult. Then we'll go with this. Okay, now? And here, for example, displacement time graph. Okay, displacement time graph. Displacement time graph nalli what the slope will give? Velocity. So velocity is equal to, for example, ide graph tagole. So same thing if I do like this. Now this value is dx value. This value is dt value. Okay na? The slope we can get dx by dt. Here what is x here? X is the function of time. So here x is the dependent variable. On what factor it is depending? It is depending on the t value. Okay? So if you differentiate the displacement with respect to a time, we'll get the velocity. Differentiate the displacement with respect to a time, we'll get the velocity. How to differentiate and what are the formulas we are going to use, we'll discuss later. So if you differentiate the displacement with respect to time, we'll get the velocity. In the same manner, if it is a velocity time graph, what the slope of the curve will give in velocity time graph? It will give the instantaneous acceleration. It will give the instantaneous acceleration. Andre slope ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? idi by idi. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? idi ಏನು velocity. idi ಏನು time. So slope I can write with your permission dv by dt. Okay. So what that slope of the curve in velocity time graph will give? Acceleration. So if the velocity is the function of time, if velocity is the function of time, andre nodri y is 3x. Here what I am doing, velocity is 5t. It is the function of time. Ante velocity depends on the time. So velocity is a dependent variable here. As t value varies, the velocity will also varies. So if the velocity is the function of time, if you differentiate the velocity with respect to a time, we'll get the acceleration. If you differentiate the velocity with respect to time, we'll get the acceleration. So differentiate d by dt of velocity. If you differentiate the velocity with respect to time, we'll get the acceleration. Okay? Here, the thing is, I am taking displacement time graph. Displacement time graph. Otherwise, velocity time graph. Okay, for convenience, velocity time graph. So, for example, velocity is a constant. Velocity is a constant. Andre uniform velocity. Uniform velocity andre, what is the shape of the curve? Straight line parallel to time axis. Straight line parallel to time axis. This is the curve. Now, here, what is the slope of this? Will this curve is having any slope? No, it does not have a slope. Howdalva? Since the slope is 0, since the slope is 0 is nothing but the acceleration is 0 here. Is it right or not? Why? Because whenever a body is moving with uniform velocity, there will be no acceleration. Because acceleration is equal to v minus u by t. Here a body is moving with uniform velocity. So v is equal to u. Since v is equal to u, 0 by t will get 0. Acceleration is 0. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? a is equal to dv by dt. Here acceleration as for graph is concerned, acceleration we got as 0. So d by dt. v ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ. Here ಏನು ತಗಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತಗಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So if you differentiate a constant value with respect to a variable, if you differentiate the constant value with respect to a variable, the answer is 0. If you differentiate the constant value with respect to a variable, any variable, ಅದು ಟೈಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾವ್ದು ಇರಬಹುದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, y is equal to 3. y is equal to 3. So here y is a constant value. Is that value changes with respect to x? No. x ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು y ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಲೋಪೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆದರೆ ದಿಸ್ 0. ಸೊ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ is, if you differentiate the constant with respect to any variable, the value is 0. So now what are the duties, what are the formulas you need to follow is, first one is velocity we can get if you differentiate displacement with respect to a time. Second one, acceleration we can get by differentiating velocity with respect to a time. Third point we discussed, if you differentiate the constant with respect to any variable, if you differentiate the constant with respect to any variable which is 0, fourth one, the formula to remember, d by dx, this is the basic formula, d by dx of x to the power of n. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ, ಇದು y ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಅಂದರೆ if y is the function of x ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ರೆ, y is equal to x to the power of n ಮೋಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ, so if you want to find the slope of this curve, then we have to differentiate x to the power of n with respect to x. Now the formula is n into x to the power of n minus 1. d by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. This is the basic formula. I am not going to derive this formula because it is the headache of mathematics, they will look after. Just you try to remember this formula meanwhile. D by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. If we discuss few examples, you will get a clear picture now, how to differentiate and all. D by dx of x square. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ differentiate x square with respect to x. Differentiate x square with respect to x. ಅಂದರೆ what we are doing is we are finding the slope of a curve. That curve varies as x square. ಅಂದರೆ as x value changes, the y value changes x square. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, how you call? Differentiate x square with respect to x. Okay. Now what I say, this is the formula. N into x to the power of n minus 1. Where n ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಐತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ 2 into n into x to the power of n minus 1. x to the power of 2 minus 1. Okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ x is the variable again. Again we have to do the differentiation of this x. dx by dx. ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 1. That's why I am not writing here. Okay. So first this entire term will make use of this formula. Then after this we have to differentiate, which is dx by dx. Cancel ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. dx cancel ಆಗಿ will get 1. That's why here we are not writing the dx formula here. Okay. ಇದು ಬರೆದ್ರೇನೋ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಬಹುದು. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. Now the value is ಇಲ್ಲಿ n ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2. So the answer is 2x. Answer is 2x. Okay na? ಹಂಗೆ d by dx of 3x cube. 3x cube. Where 3 is coefficient of x cube. That's why what I will do is, there are 3 common iddange. For example, if you take x value as a 1, y value, y andre 3x cube, y value ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ 3 ಇರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಅದೇ ನೀವು x value 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 2 cube is 8. Okay. 8 into 3, 24. So this I will write y as 3 into 8. ಬರಬಹುದಲ್ಲ? ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ 3 ಕಾಮನ್ ಐತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 into 1. ಅದೇ ನೀವು x ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 3 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, if you take x value as a 3 cube 27, y is equal to 3 into 27. ಅದೇ x value 4 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ y is equal to 4 into 4 cube 64. Sorry, 3 into 64. 3 into 64. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಕಾಮನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ 3 into 1, 3 into 8, 3 into 27, 3 into 64 ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, this 3 I will bring out of the differentiation. So 3 into d by dx of x cube ಬರಬಹುದಲ್ಲ 3 into d by dx of x cube, so which is equal to 3 into again x cube in the form of x to the power of n. What to write? n into x to the power of n minus 1, n ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 3 into x to the power of 3 minus 1. Okay, now the answer is 3 3s are 9 x square. So the slope ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 9x square is the slope. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದೇ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರೆ d by dx of x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ y is equal to ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್. And if you take x value as a 1, if you take x value as a 1, then what about the y value? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 10 will be the answer. Okay, like that. That is, the value of y depends on x. On what manner it depends? Like this it depends. Now I want to find the slope of the curve. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ what I will do this is, first I will separate each and every term. d by dx of x cube plus d by dx of 2x square plus d by dx of 3x plus d by dx of 4. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಐತಪ್ಪ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಬಂತು ಇವಾಗ? 3x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ. n into x to the power of n minus 1 ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿ 3 into x to the power of 3 minus 1 ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ which is equal to 3x square. So directly I am writing now 3x square. Next ಈ 2 ಹೊರಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 into d by dx of x square. ಈ 2 ಹೊರಗೆ ತಂದಿನಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ here I am bringing 3 out of the differentiation because it is a coefficient. d by dx of x plus ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? What is the value of d by dx of 4? Is the 4 is a variable or constant? Is 4 is the variable or constant? It is a constant, because the 4 value does not depends, that 4 value does not depends on x now. Okay, so if you differentiate the constant with respect to any variable, we'll get 0. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ? 2x. x square differentiation 2x. So this will get 2x into 2, 4x. Okay, dx by dx 1 cancel, dx ಮೇಲೆ dx ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, numerator and denominator is same, cancel. 3 into 1 3. ಅಂದ್ರೆ here what I mean is, by plotting a graph, ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಯಾವ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ y is equal to x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಪ್ಪ. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಡ್ರಾ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್? First we'll take the x value as a 1. First we'll take the x value as a 0. Then what is the y value? We'll get xy values. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಏನೇನು? If you take x value as 0, y value will be 4. The first point is 0, 4. If you take x value as a 1, what is the y value? 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10. 10. Y value is 10. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇವಾಗ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ 1, 10. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಹಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ 2, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಬರ್ತದೆ? 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 8, 18. 18 plus 8, 26. So 26. I hope it's correct if I am not wrong. 26. So if you plot the graph, for example, we'll get like this. ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಈಗ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವೈ ದ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್? Slope of the curve with displacement time graph will give the velocity. Slope of the curve in velocity time graph will give the acceleration. Slope ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದು ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರೋ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಆಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ, ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ನಿನಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1